If you've always wanted to learn how to make soap, this is your video. I'm going to teach you today how to make soap with ingredients you can get from the store. You can run down and get them after this video and get started right away. The soap ingredients you're going to need are lard, goat milk, coconut oil, olive oil, lye, and if you prefer, fragrance. I don't add any colorings or swirls to mine, so mine's is just simple soap. I just like to keep it simple. So that's what we're going to be making today. So go ahead and gather all of those as well as the equipment we'll need. Here's what you'll need to get started. You have to have a soap mold. I got this one off of Amazon. You'll need a spoon for scooping out the solid oils, spatulas for stirring. I use 2 of them. You'll need a bowl for measuring out the oils on your scale. This is a regular food scale. You'll need a glass bowl or a stainless steel bowl, not an aluminum bowl, to mix your lye with your liquid. And that's either going to be goat milk or water, completely up to you. Another bowl for pouring all of the melted oils into, and so that we can combine the lye water with it in this. I use another, you don't have to use this, but I use this. This is a stainless steel bowl, and I put it in my sink in cold water to try to cool down my hot oils real fast. When they're cooled down, I wind up putting them in this as my mixing bowl. So completely up to you. You don't need 2 of these. You can use 1 if you want to. And of course, and this is a preference thing, safety goggles and gloves, because we are working with lye. You will see me only use my regular glasses and the gloves. I strongly recommend you have some kind of eye protection though. So now that we have all that, let's get started. Don't forget your thermometer. You can either use a digital thermometer or a conventional thermometer. Whatever thermometer you get, make sure it can read below 100 degrees. Additionally, you're going to need a stick blender. It doesn't need to be an expensive one. I forgot to mention, you're going to need a pan to melt the oils in. If you're going to put your oil in water to cool down, I would go ahead and put the olive oil in the bowl and then put the whole bowl in the cold water at this point. Whether you use the cooling it in the water method or leaving it on the counter to cool, the oils will be ready to combine with the lye when it's sometime between 75 and 90 degrees. Step 2 is preparing the lye solution. Put your container on the scale and push the button until it tears out. That means the scale will read 0 even with the container on it. Put the frozen goat milk or your water into the bowl. Then add the lye. Be careful. Next, you want to stir it until it's completely dissolved and the ice cubes have melted. Step 3 is combining your oil and lye solution. Carefully add the lye solution to the oil. Never pour the oil into the lye solution. This is to avoid splattering. At this point, if the lye solution touches your skin, it will burn you, so please be careful. Next, use the immersion blender to blend the two together. Once the oil and the lye have been completely and thoroughly blended, it's saponified and will no longer burn you. Step 4 is doing what they call bringing it to trace. And all that means is that your mixture starts to look like pudding. You see how when you drip things it stays on top? Yeah, that's been brought to trace. However, mine I probably did a little too long. It'll still pour, but let me show you another one. So I've noticed that when I've done this, and the soap mixture has stuck to the immersion blender like that, even though it's not completely come to trace, I can still pour it in, and within a day or so, it's set just like the other one. So you can go ahead and pour it into your mold at this point. One to 3 days later, you can remove it from the mold and cut it. After you cut it, you're going to put it someplace that has good air circulation so it can dry out. Now the soap can be used immediately, but it may not last as long. If you leave it longer, it'll dry out more and it will last longer. And there you have it. You made soap. Congratulations. If this video has been helpful to you in any way, please consider subscribing and liking for more great content from Maplewood Homestead.